We start at 5 with a weather alert. You can see this radar. That blue is moisture, snow hovering over Denver for most of the day, and it just keeps coming down. Right now, Storm Tracker 7 is out east, where roads near the airport are a bit treacherous this afternoon. Crashes have closed parts of I-70 today, and we have team coverage tonight. Right now, 7 News reporter Don Champion is tracking the conditions west of Denver. Molly Hendrickson has been out on the roads all day today. She is south of Denver. But first, meteorologist Matt Makins is joining us at the 24/7 Weather Center. And Matt, that snow has just been coming down all day.
Certainly has, and it's been worse south of Denver. Denver, Fort Collins, really not that bad of a snow. It's melted off so much. But you get out over the eastern plains and very heavy snow. Winds are over 35 miles an hour. And remember, the blizzard warning was eastern plains. That's where we have the blizzard conditions at this time. As we move the radar around, just a couple of patches left over north of Denver, from Denver down to the south, close to Littleton and Inglewood, Roxborough Park along 85 as it goes through Sedalia into Castle Rock. Still some pockets of snow here, and a little bit remaining over the Castle Pines golf course. But overall, we're quieting down. It will be mostly dry in just a couple of hours over the Denver area. But again, it's mostly over the eastern plains where the snow is the heaviest, sliding through Burlington towards Kansas. And I-70 is closed in that whole stretch. Let me show you Lyman. This is what it looks like. It's quiet because no one's allowed on I-70 at this time. Look how bad that is. That's a strong blizzard there. But when we look at Denver, our temperatures here in the city have been too warm. All our snow is melted off. We had a good 5 to 10 inches in the city, but it's all been melted, so our roads are pretty good. But once you get down to the south, closer to Founders in Castle Rock, you can see the snow has accumulated here, so there are slick areas, but for the most part, downtown in great shape. Surrounding areas down to the south and to the east, big travel issues. I'll have your snowfall forecast for the remaining hours and how much you received coming up, but we got to get back to the roads.
That's right, Matt. Right now, continue our team coverage. We'll get to Molly down south in just a second. But first, 7 News reporter Don Champion is out west. And Don, roads in the mountains are pretty bad. Part of I-70 actually closed down for part of the afternoon.
Yeah, Jacqueline, a lot of accidents on I-70. There were rolling closures even at the Eisenhower Tunnel this afternoon. Within the past hour, we were up in the Mount Vernon Canyon area, and there were so many accidents over there that the highway had to be shut down there. We tried to get off the highway into a parking lot, and our live truck actually got stuck in there, so that was something we were dealing with for about 45 minutes. We're live in Golden right now, and you can see the temperatures really made the difference this storm compared to the other. I checked in with CDOT within the past hour, and they told us that road temperatures mainly in this part of town and throughout the metro area stayed above freezing, which made it easy for crews clearing the roadways today. We didn't see that snow really packing onto the highways out here, but as you can see, there's plenty of slush building up here, and that's going to be the big problem tonight. I'm joined now by Joe Miller. He's with Jefferson County. You said tonight's going to be really tough, probably.
Yeah, the temperature's going to drop pretty quick. Now the sun's gone down, and we're already starting to see the buildup from areas that have been shoveled clean all day. And as the temperatures drop, the freezing is going to take place. It's going to get pretty dangerous.
Yeah, so definitely take it easy out there and do not get overconfident on those roadways. So certainly just stay in tonight if you don't have to be out. Our team coverage continues now with Molly Hendrickson. She's live in Arapahoe County. Molly, how's it looking down there?
You know, it's not looking too bad right now. It is lightening up. The snow is lightening up. The wind also a lot less gusty than what we saw earlier today. About 2 to 4 inches accumulated on the ground out here. Now, here's a look at I-25. You can see the traffic moving fairly smoothly along the interstate. Those warmer surface temperatures have helped keep some of the snow on the roadways melted, but that's about to change. Now, as it gets colder, check out all this slush, all this water on the ground is gonna freeze, and you can bet later tonight this is gonna turn into one big sheet of ice. So you gotta take it slowly out here. Now, earlier today, this is what conditions looked like in Westminster. It was coming down pretty good there, but again, not really sticking too much. CDOT has around 75 plows working to clear streets in the Denver metro area, and about 340 plows working across the Front Range. And from the looks of things, they are keeping up, and we haven't seen any major accidents at this point, just a few spinouts. And now, while it can be a bit of a headache to drive in this slush, you can bet it's going to get worse as those temperatures drop. Back to you.
And Don, there, Storm Tracker 7 right now. Meteorologist Marie McCann is out on those roadways driving right now near the airport, and you can actually see what they look like right now. They've got the windshield wiper actually having to go to get the slush off of it. A little bit slushy, but not too bad. How are the roads out there, Marie?
Very wet and slushy, but traffic seems to be moving along okay. I think the biggest concern is going to be in the next few hours when the temperatures drop and all these wet spots on the roadways really do freeze over. Got a lot of slush on the side of the road and a lot of splashback too from the passing vehicles, and I know that's kind of clouding up the lens there just a little bit, but the snow actually has let up out here. It's not snowing all that hard, but the biggest concern is going to be the wind, keeping that blowing snow as a big factor on your drive out here. Visibility gets reduced very quickly when these wind gusts come across, and when we have the snow blowing over the car here, you can see the visibility dropping very quickly. So you'll want to leave plenty of extra time to or from DIA this evening. In Storm Tracker 7, Maureen McCann, 7 News.
And we have new information tonight, a live picture from DIA. You can see inside the airport. We want to point out our camera inside of DIA is outside of DIA, actually, is snowed over. So far, they have seen more than 600 flights canceled in and out of DIA today. That is more than a third of their daily flights. New tonight, take a look at these pictures of a crash on I-70 east of Bennett. This crash involving at least 4 semis in between Strasburg and Bennett. You can see the cab of that truck has just been ripped off. Now here's a live picture about 5 miles west of that crash near Bennett. You can see the weather emergency crews are dealing with a real mess out there. New tonight, check this out. Video from a Fort Collins neighborhood showing a time lapse of the storm. This is from photojournalist Major King. He started shooting early this morning and through most of the storm this morning as the white stuff slowly covers the dry pavement and the yards. This is a scene played out all over the state tonight. Plowing up all this snow, a huge job. This video taken from the Denver Plow Yard last night. Here's an update right now. 70 plows are out in Denver. CDOT has 340 plows out across the Front Range alone. Another 30 are operating on I-70 in between C-470 and Vail.